So, I'm going to be doing another 10 rolls, but I'm not going to be doing a live stream today because I'm really kind of tired and I've been working all this week, and I have to work next weekend, so I'm debating on doing a live stream tomorrow. I'll update you guys on that, but we're going to be going through another 10 rolls of silver dimes here, and we're going to see what different dimes we can possibly find. And I'll give you a count at the very end of what we all get. So, and it's like I said before, these dimes are really toned, but this one's looking like it's in pretty decent shape. It's got some scratches on it, unfortunately, so I'll probably put it in a flip, I don't know, but it looks like there's going to be quite a bit of stuff, so some 62s and 63s. Like, I like finding stuff like this. See if I can get it to focus in. Like, finding stuff in the 50s is pretty awesome. Like, I got pretty lucky this time around, I have to say. So, I'm going to try to separate it as best as I can this time around because I don't want stuff touching each other like it did before. So, I love finding all this stuff. Like, I'm really happy that I had this happen. One, 40, 60, 51, 66. I'm just going to do a quick skim to see if there's like any older dimes in this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call you guys back in if I happen to find something pretty old. Then I'll give you guys the total count of how many silver dimes were actually in these rolls, if they were actually shorted or upchanged. I'm calling you guys back in because I got my first 1968 50% silver, and sometimes people can miss these and think that they're either 65s or 66s. It's pretty easy, but I haven't found any mackerels yet, which is kind of surprising. So that's going to be a 50%. But so far I've been finding quite a bit of stuff from the 50s and 40s. That one sounds like another 68. Nope. That's actually going to be a 65. On 245s. But it looks like the majority of these are going to be 80% silver, so it's quite interesting to see. It's one of the things that I love, is when you find like a whole batch of coins. They're all like different years and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But I ran a magnet down all in these dimes. I used a pretty strong one too, so it stuck to nothing. So all these dimes are all going to be silver. Already starting off with a bit of 65s. And this one's been bothering me for a while, so this dime I actually think might be a counterfeit. Because just listen to this. Can anybody explain to me why this doesn't sound like silver? But I tried looking all over around the coin. Like, I'll try to zoom in as much as I can. Because sometimes you can see like a little bit of a cut where like someone either cut the dime in half and you could figure out a way to like slip it out, but I don't see anything. I don't see any cutaway around the rim, but because usually magic coins would be like really off-centered. But if you guys know if this is a counterfeit or not, let me know because I'm really curious. Because here's an actual 53, and listen to this one. And listen to this one. This sounds real. This actually sounds fake. I don't know. Someone's gonna have to tell me. I actually think it might be a counterfeit. Not too sure. So, or it could be a rare variety. Not too certain. But before I start going through more of these dimes, this is what I found from this week's finds. Found a 51 dime the other day, along with a 63 dime this week, and I happen to have found a 1953 quarter. I like the toning on this one. It's pretty cool. Pretty sure this is a large date. So, yeah. If I happen to find anything old or a little bit odd, I'll call you guys back in. Calling you back in because we got a George the Fifth dime by the looks of it, but there's gonna be no date by the looks of it. Yeah, there's no way we're getting a date off that. And that is really, really unfortunate. Always hope to find a date on these, but not today. So George the Fifth dime up on the board, and yeah, I'm hoping to find something key date-ish again. I'm hoping to find a 48 again. That'd be really cool. Like, just to find one more. Cool if I found a whole roll of them. Now that'd be pretty awesome. Looks like I'm already almost finding all the dimes like I previously did before, so today is a scorcher. A hot one, I would have to say. There's quite a bit of stuff in here. I have to say I'm really liking this. And some more Georgies. Come on, give me a 48. I want a 48 so badly again. Ooh, dang. This one looks like it's got some snake bites on it. What happened to this dime? Maybe it got stuck underneath a table or something. But that's what happens. Or even an uncirculated Georgie would be pretty crazy if I found one of those. But probably not. So, if I find anything interesting like that, or key date-ish, or something really old, I'll call you guys back in. Got ourselves another George the Fifth dime. But yeah, looks like I'm not going to be getting out any dates out of these, unfortunately. That really sucks, actually. It's unfortunate. I really wish there was just, like, the last two digits. That'd be good enough by me, but looks like I'm not going to be finding anything like that. Probably not. So, maybe I could find another 48 or something. I don't know. But if I find anything else, I'll call you guys back in. I'm seeing a pretty ender. And holy moly. Oh, that's a nice one. It's got a little bit of scratches. I'd say it's worth putting in a flip. It has some pretty nice toning. 1964. Huh. That's actually really nice. I'm actually going to put that in a flip. That's a really nice one. Sweet. Found a couple more 68s, unfortunately, but there's only 3 so far. And this is going to be roll number 7. I have another 2 rolls to go, but just check out the extent of all that silver. Oh my gosh. I can't be ever more grateful for something like this to happen. So, if I happen to find anything particularly odd or extremely nice, like that dime again, I'll call you guys back in. And it looks like we're going to get another George V dime. I don't know if it's got a date, but I highly doubt it. I don't know if I can get it on camera. Maybe it does. I don't know. It's really hard. You can see the outlining of a 3 kind of right there. So I'll go grab my loop real quickly. Sometimes you can make out dates on these really worn out dimes. Some other times you really kind of can't. This one I actually might be able to. So I see a 3. There was no dimes in 1923. And I see a 1 at the very end of it, so I think this might actually be a 1931 dime. It's really poor shape. Probably wouldn't even be worth more than scrap at this point. But yeah, I think it's a 1931 dime. And some of the 30s dimes are actually pretty low mintages, especially for George V era, considering that the Great Depression was happening at the time. There wasn't that much coins or money going around because of high inflation and job losses and stuff like that. So if I happen to find anything old like that again, I'll call you guys back in. Looks like we're gonna get another George dime again, but I don't think it's gonna have a date. I could be wrong. It could. And yet again, I don't think there's gonna be any date. It sucks because the high points on these coins are usually where 10 cents Canada, 19 whatever usually is, but I'm not seeing anything. Could be sterling, who knows. If it was in 1911, the Rex at an imp would be a lot more different, but it's not so. Another George V dime. So I'll call you guys back in here shortly because I'm almost on my final roll. So I'm on the final roll. I decided to put some of these 65s, 64s, and 63s because I had a whole roll of each one back into these basically dime pinchers because I don't got any tubes at the moment. So I'm gonna go through this last one here, and I think it's a whole roll of Georgies. I don't know. Could be wrong, but looks like that's what it might actually be. So I'm hoping maybe there's a 48 in here, but I highly doubt it. Could get lucky, but looks like there's going to be some Lord portraits as well. But there wasn't that many 47s or 46s this time around. It looks like this one might have a bit of Georgies in it, so who knows, I might find a George V dime inside of here. So a little curious to see what there is, but it looks like there's going to be some 47s now. Actually, there is. There's going to be some 47 planes and maple leaves. I have to make sure that they're the proper ones. That one's going to be a 43 as well. 55. Only one 54 in this time around. Out of all the 50s, that's why I say to people, 54's a better date one. But look at all the 53s. That's a lot. There's more 51s than there is 50 and 52. I have to check those ones for double dates. I have to check the 40s to 39s for double dates. I didn't find many 38s or 39s in this time around, but never know in this one. Looks like this one might actually just be mostly 40s and 50s by the looks of it. Oh, there's another 46. That's 56. 52. It's one of the things I would really like to find is a double die. Because I know with the 51, there will be doubling on the 10 cents, the 50 cents. You'll sometimes see a little bit of doubling on Canada. You can sometimes see them even if they're pretty worn, but I'm not seeing it this time around. So I'm going to have to check all of those to make sure. One of these days I'll go through all my George dimes and see if I have any full rolls of certain years. That'd be pretty interesting if I actually did. Know for a fact I'm going to have a full roll of 53s now. But this is pretty cool. Did not expect to find all these old dimes and stuff like that. Hope I'm seeing a very chewed Lori portrait dime. That's unfortunate. That's a 60. 50. Another 50. 40. Ooh, there's 39. 51. 56. 52. Be nice to find another 48, but it doesn't look like we're going to this time around. 49. 47 maple leaf. 44. That one's going to be a plain maple leaf. And what's the final one? 44. So, I want to call you guys back in here shortly, and I'm going to go through all these. I'm going to make sure it was the right amount. So I finally did a final count of all the dimes. So in total there was actually 500 here, which is pretty good. So none of the rolls were shorted because I thought some of them would have been. Only 3 of them were 50%. 3 of them were dateless. One of them was, I'm pretty sure, from 1931. And there was 3 more nicer condition dimes. So I'll show you guys these ones before I go. This one looks like it would have been a proof at one point. That's pretty nice. So I have another 10 rolls. I'll probably do that on a live stream about maybe 5 o'clock Ontario Eastern Time. So guys will have a rough estimate of what time I'll be doing it at. So yeah, and this is pretty cool. Out of all these dimes, I like the 64 the most, so I'm going to put these in flips here in a moment. And then that'll be that. So no 48s this time around. Not that many Georgie's either, so I have another 10 rolls to go. So, yeah, that's pretty amazing how much silver is there. So, I'm gonna go through these, put some of these in rolls because I have a whole bunch inside of here that I need to take out. So, stay tuned for tomorrow's hunt and see you guys later.